Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Madden 21. Got a little something special for you guys here today. We're going to play the face of the franchise. And I got to fix my headset cord. Give me just a minute here. There we go. It got a little tangled up. Sorry about that. We'll go ahead and create a new league. And I'm going to mute game audio for a minute. What should my last name be? What do you think, babe? Tata Sinner. I am muting game audio right now because there is some music and I don't want it to get copyrighted. Or I don't want to get hit. But I will unmute it for this because this is Madden music. Hey Sammy, how you doing? For those of you that don't know, Portage is actually my hometown. We are not the Dragons, though. Gonna mute again. Like I said, I don't really want to get copyright hit, so we will mute as much audio as I feel necessary, and this VOD will not stay on Twitch. It will go directly to YouTube. So thank you for your patience.
Someone's here today. I'm sorry, it's my first assignment and most of my crew is out with food poisoning. I told them not to order sushi on a Monday. Everyone knows that's the leftovers from the weekend. Wow, I'm rambling. Hi, I'm Kelly Porter. I'm Reggie's producer. Oh my goodness. Okay, if you don't mind, I am going to sit you down and I'm gonna mic you up. How does that sound? Okay, great. We're gonna throw you right here. And you know, I've never done this before. I'm wearing a lot of hats today, but not makeup and hair. You know why? Because Dax, what's up, Dax? Dax and I are vegan, and we didn't catch the same plague that the rest of the crew caught. Okay, so you know what? I think I'm gonna need an audio level from you. So, yeah, just.
We're going to go with voice 2.
Cat, dog, penguin.
Because I listened to the other two voices, and to me, they don't fit my
Sounds good.
character.
Okay, everything looks good. Reggie, he's all yours.
Hey. Oh, man, it's great to have you here. Back where it all started.
Yeah, it's good to be back and to see a familiar face. You look great.
Oh, come on, man. Look at you. You the one that's looked good. So listen, basically, today's gonna be
babies.
pretty straightforward. You've seen the show before. Okay, well, I'm just gonna ask you some questions about your life and career. It'll be fun reminiscing. And don't worry, okay? I got your agent's
Knucklebuck.
threatening texts, and the kid glove stays on today. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Ho, ho, ho. I see you still got those all-pro reflexes.
Yeah. Ironically enough, that's how it all started for me.
You know, if memory serves, you didn't start out playing football back then.
That's right. It was my first day here as a transfer student. Football kind of just found me.
Now for the Beast de Renaissance. Your helmet. Got those fancy words from this French girl I met recently. Okay then, let's see what you can do.
I don't know, Coach. I haven't played since Pop Warner.
Okay, football's just like music, kid. Once you learn how to play it, it never leaves your soul. Besides, if you're as half as good as you are in hockey, we're in great shape. Hey, Tommy, give him a ball, would you?
We've already got a QB coach. A darn good one based on the colleges that have already made me offers.
And a modest one, apparently. Look, we still don't have any depth behind you. If we want to compete for state, it's always best to be prepared.
All right, suit yourself. You got plenty of room on the bench anyways.
Oh, I've. I gotta do all the practice stuff. What are you doing, babies? I gotta play a game.
A little rough around the edges, but I definitely see some potential. What do you say we smooth out those edges at practice?
Sounds good, Coach.
Good. Good practice.
Welcome to the team.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right, man, listen. I'm gonna be real with you. This ain't gym class, okay? This is my team.
I was
As
told
long
this
as
is
you
really
understand
cheesy, but I didn't mind the first half of the
You got it?
story. What are you doing, babies? I gotta play a game.
Find yourself a box, keep it clean.
Seats taken.
Look, man, I ain't playing with you, bro. Don't sit beside me, all right? Yo, get out of here, bro. Hey, find yourself another spot.
Captain of the team in the corner away from everyone. shouldn't you be in the middle of the locker room? Morale and all?
Well, I'm just over here for some peace and quiet. I like to get my head clear before a game. But I can't really do that if guys like you keep bothering me. No, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's just... this whole recruitment
Baby,
thing, it's really...
I could kick your
stressing
fuzzy
me
little
out.
butt.
Thought you had a ton of offers.
I did, but
Yeah,
they can
thank you.
disappear as quickly as they come in.
Snuggle bucker.
Plus, if I'm not on my game at all times, I can pretty much kiss it all goodbye. I mean, no full ride to college and no shot at the NFL.
NFL. That's a bit lofty, isn't it?
Maybe, but I got a lot of people
Alright.
counting on me, so
Pick his nose.
it's the NFL or bust.
Poke, 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 poke.
Well, if you're as good as advertised, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. You'll get a chance to see up close on Friday night.
Who's that?
That's Reggie Brown. He's in charge of the school paper and the social media account. He's a pretty good kid, just, you know, a little annoying. Great, and here he comes. What's up, Reggie?
Tommy Matthews, the man, the myth, the legend.
What's up, Reggie?
Oh, maybe a exclusive for the paper?
You know, winning me over with flattery will absolutely work every time. Okay, I got an exclusive for you. You ready? Okay, so get this. You're really gonna love this. Okay, so today I was in the cafeteria, and you know how I usually have a chocolate shake at lunch, right? Okay, so today, this is crazy. I had a vanilla shake. That's crazy, right? I mean, vanilla.
Yeah, Tommy, man, you gotta give me something I can use here. Anything, man. Oh, how about a quote?
Okay, Reggie, here's a quote. Tommy Matthews scores 4 touchdowns and leads his team to another victory. How about that?
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure I can make that work. It's better than nothing, I suppose.
Hey, if you really want to quote, I can help you out.
Who are you, exactly?
Yeah, I'm the new backup QB.
Backup QB. Yeah, I'm good. No, thanks. On second thought, I need something to report on, and it might be worthwhile for the fans to learn the new face of the team.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ask me anything.
Okay, first question. Which quarterback style would you say you emulate the most?
This is easy.
It's been a while since I played competitively, but back in the day, my game was closest to... Patrick Mahomes. I love slinging it deep for the big play and making it happen.
All right, solid answer. So, when out on the field, how would you describe your personality in the huddle?
Well, no matter what sport you're playing, the most important thing you can do is be ready when your number's called. So, whatever coach
Pardon
asks me
me.
to do, I'm gonna do it.
Finally,
How's everyone doing tonight?
That's something
Everyone
I
doing
can
good? I hope
report on.
everyone's doing good.
Thanks, QB2. I see you out there Friday night.
All right. Tommy. You all right, man?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just have this bug that's going around.
You don't look fine. You look sluggish. It's like you're not playing with any heart out there.
Don't you dare talk to me about my heart. I've put everything I have into this. This game is my life.
If you have so much heart, prove it. Because you're not showing any out there. Oh. Oh, hey, easy. Easy, man. I ain't mean to upset you.
You're right
About what?
about my lack of heart.
Look, I didn't mean anything by it.
No, it's my heart, man. I was born with a congenital heart defect.
What does that mean exactly?
That means that my heart doesn't push blood through my body properly.
Tommy, I'm sorry. I had no idea.
I had a surgery when I was 9 to repair it, but my doctor's saying I need another one.
Tommy, you need to get help. Immediately.
Listen, if word gets out about this, that's the end of my football career. Do you understand? Please, you can't tell anyone about this.
This is serious. You can't afford to wait any longer.
It's just fatigue at this point. I'll be fine. Okay, I just need to get through this season. Plus, I owe it to these guys to help them win a state championship.
We're gonna go support Tommy, see what happens this time.
Fine. But I don't feel right agreeing to this. If it gets any worse, then I'm gonna have to tell Coach.
Why didn't let you take over?
Oh, it doesn't
I
matter.
don't think so. I'll be fine.
All right, boys, bring it in.
Is that a word?
Well, it's hard to celebrate homecoming when you're being shut out by your crosstown rivals. Tommy Matthews is just not playing like himself tonight, and that is the major storyline as we continue our
Let's play.
coverage.
There isn't going to be another play for you tonight.
What?
We need you to take off your helmet and take a bench.
Coach, what do you mean? You're pulling me? After everything I've given to this team?
I'm doing what's best for you and for the team. Please, take a seat.
Coach, I don't know what he told you, but I'm fine, Coach. I've got scouts here watching me tonight. You can't do this.
Hey. Look, I need you to take it easy. We'll talk about this later in private. That's it.
What'd you say, man?
Let the trainers do their job. I know you're worried, but you got 52 other guys out there. I need you to focus. They are all counting on you.
52 guys? No sweat, Coach. I can do it.
Good, because we're gonna need you to ball out. That's not asking too much, of course.
Oh, no, I got this.
Was it the play calling?
I mean, I've had 2 whole weeks to digest everything. I'll be fine. What could go wrong?
Great. Well, with your raw athleticism, you got this.
Hope you're right.
Whoa, you forgetting something? Your helmet. The piece de renaissance, the most important part. Come on, you got this.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. I got this.
Yeah? Yeah, you got this. He so doesn't got this.
One more quarter to go in this always emotion-filled homecoming rivalry. Kevin Connors and our entire broadcast team bringing you the live stream action courtesy of EA Sports. Extends the stiff arm, and that's a solid effort on the return as the offense heads onto the field.
All right, gotta win.
So I'm not sure what to make of this, but Tommy Matthews was just benched for a backup who joined the team only a couple of weeks ago. And get this, his teammates nicknamed him QB2 because they thought he'd never see the field, but here he is. A 22-yard gain, and that's a first down and then some. Really needing to chip away at this deficit. Scans the field. Delivers the ball, and it's complete. Runs over this defender, and he's tackled at the 17. A 33-yard gain, and a visit to the red zone. With the aerial attack looking good on this drive. Back to throw. Here's QB2, and they can't make the connection, so it'll be second down. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. QB2 takes the snap, sends it to Hawk in the flat. Drives through the defense. And a nice move there before they can bring him down. A gain of 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Drops back again. This will be caught at the 3. And he's got the first down. And that puts them a yard short of the goal line. Seeking their first score of the game. It's 1st and goal from the 1.
I should have gotten in with that.
A little bit closer to the end zone now. Looking to pass. God, he barely gets that off before the pressure forces that incompletion. On 3rd and goal, it's stating the obvious when I say they could really use a touchdown here. Looking to throw, here's QB2. He's got it! Touchdown, Dragons! From a clipboard to the scoreboard, QB2 leads his team to pay dirt on his first drive of the game. And it's good.
Don't have time to waste the clock.
They trim the lead by 1 more point. The score now 13-7. So an unexpected drive by an unknown backup we call QB2 leads the way to this kick. Caught in the end zone, and he'll take a knee for the touchback. Opening play of this drive for the Bearcats. And there's Carpenter making some final preparations as we await the snap. On 1st down, he'll drop back. He's got Stocker. And look at that. Tackled for a loss, sending this offense backwards.
No timeouts.
Well, I've got a moment. I gotta give a quick shout out to my man Reggie Brown with the school newspaper here. He took the time to show me around campus earlier today. This kid's got a real future as a reporter. I'm telling you, he did a great piece on QB2 not long ago. After a minimal pickup, here's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Carpenter. He's got his man in stride.
It put me on the wrong guy. I thought it was going to put me on somebody else.
40-yard line. As a quick side note, what an honor it's been to team up with EA Sports to bring you some of the best high school football action in America. The players will be competing for Heisman trophies, national championships, and even Super Bowl titles in the years to come. Some of them are on this field today.
That time it put me on the right guy, but I didn't move the mouse fast enough to get going the right direction.
8 on the play, and that makes it 2nd and 2.
12 mine.
From the gun, inside handoff. Now he's dropped after getting past.
I have to exit. I have to win the game, I think. Don't worry, I'll skip the dialogue.
Tommy, you all right, man?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just have this bug that's going around.
You don't look fine. You look sluggish. It's like you're not playing with any heart out there.
Don't you dare talk to
Can
me
I
about
skip
my
this?
heart. I've put everything I have into this. This game is my life.
If you have so much heart, prove it. Because you're not showing any out there. Whoa. Whoa, hey, easy. Easy, man. I ain't mean to upset you.
This is on Pro, by the way. This is not on Rookie anymore.
About what?
About my lack of heart.
Look, I didn't mean anything by it.
No, it's my heart, man. I was born with a congenital heart defect.
It sucks!
What does that mean exactly?
That means that my heart doesn't push blood through my body properly.
Tommy, I'm sorry. I had no idea.
I had a
Sorry about
surgery
that.
when I was 9 to repair it.
I'm cold.
My doctor's saying I need another
But I'm
one.
alright. I'm alright.
Tommy, you need to get help.
What?
Immediately.
Listen,
Close the door.
if word gets out about this, that's the end of my football career. Do you understand? Please, you can't tell anyone about this.
This is serious. You can't afford to wait any longer.
It's just fatigue at this point. I'll be fine. Okay, I just need to get through this season. Plus, I owe it to these guys to help them win a state championship.
Fine.
Now I could skip this.
Well, it's hard to celebrate homecoming when you're being shut out by your crosstown rivals. Tommy Matthews is just not playing like himself tonight, and that is the major story.
I'm going to go with team player this time. I'm going to hesitate.
There isn't going to be another play for you tonight. What? We need you to take off your helmet and take a bench.
Coach, what do you mean? You're pulling me? After everything I've given to this team?
I'm doing what's best for you and for the team. Please, take a seat.
Coach, I don't know what he told you, but I'm fine, Coach. I've got scouts here watching me tonight. You can't do this.
Hey. Look, I need you to take it easy. We'll talk about this later in private. Sit.
What'd you say, man?
Let the trainers do their job. I know you're worried, but you got 52 other guys out there. I need you to focus. They are all counting on you.
52 guys? No sweat, Coach. I could do it.
Good, because we're gonna need you to ball out. That's not asking too much, of course.
Oh, no, I got this.
Was it the play calling?
I mean, I've had 2 whole weeks to digest everything. I'll be fine. What could go wrong?
Great. Well, with your raw athleticism, you got this.
Hope you're right.
Whoa, you forgetting something? Your helmet. The piece de renaissance, the most important part. Come on, you got this.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. I got this.
Yeah? Yeah, you got this.
So what they say doesn't change based on what you pick.
One more quarter to go in this always emotion-filled homecoming rivalry.
I have to sneeze.
Kevin Connors and our entire broadcast team bringing you the live stream action courtesy of EA Sports. And he's tackled at the 31-yard line. So I'm not sure what to make of this, but Tommy Matthews was just benched for a backup who joined the team only a couple of weeks ago. And get this, his teammates nicknamed him QB2 because they thought he'd never see the field, but here he is. No hesitation, he's going deep. He makes the catch. A thrilling play that gets the fans on their feet. Talk about being ready for prime time. All kinds of pressure in QB2. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown,
Much
Dragons. QB2 caps off his first drive with a score. Cue the band. Now to kick the PAT. And it's good. So they trim the lead by 1 more point. The score now 13-7. So an unexpected drive by an unknown backup we call QB2 leads the way to this kick. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as he drops to one knee for the touchback. throwing to start the drive. Here's QB2. He airs this one out, and the ball pops free as the defender timed that hit perfectly. Well, I've got a moment. I gotta give a quick shout out to my man Reggie Brown with the school newspaper here. He took the time to show me around campus earlier today. This kid's got a real future as a reporter. I'm telling you, he did a great piece on QB2 not long ago. Meantime, they pick up the first through the air on second down. Lined up in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Chucks this downfield. And there's a 50-50 ball that's nearly intercepted. As a quick side note, what an honor it's been to team up with EA Sports to bring you some of the best high school football action in America. The players will be competing for Heisman trophies, national championships, and even Super Bowl titles in the years to come. And that is caught! Touchdown, Dragons! Benny Fuller, a show-stopping score from beyond midfield.
Now I gotta stop them.
And he gets it to go. Our score now, 16-14. Well, they've lined up for the onside kick, and remember, this team has already recovered one this season. Can they do it again? And they're unable to recover the ball, and so now their defense heads onto the field.
I don't know how to do onside kicks in this game yet. That's literally the first one I've done.
The Bearcats take over on offense. And this is excellent field position as they begin this drive. Looking to pass on first down. And it'll be in.
I shouldn't have switched. He probably would have grabbed the ball.
Well, what a scene here today. And I'd be remiss if I didn't remind you that our next live stream will be from the state championship game later this season. Most believe the Brush Hogs are the team best positioned to raise that trophy. My opinion, pigs will fly before the Brush Hogs win it all, but what do I know? And it's incomplete, so we're looking at third down. Zero progress on this drive thus far. It's 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Carpenter. And they're unable to make the connection, so here comes 4th down.
They're probably gonna...
So
they're
following
gonna
a drive
punt
that
it.
came and went, here's the punt after a 3-and-out. And here's the kick. And Washington will not get a chance to return this one as the ball heads out of bounds. So the Dragons are lined up now. And there's Coach Fetu calling out some instructions for QB2 from the sideline. And he's got it! A big-time play that gets a roar from this crowd. Shotgun look. On first down, back to pass. Going long distance for Patton. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons! Just 2 plays needed to find the end zone. Myers now to add the extra point. And he knocks it through. The advantage now, 21-16. After giving up the touchdown, the Bearcats are back to receive. Caught in the end zone. Really no need to risk it. He's just going to take a knee for a touchback. On that Bearcat sideline, head coach Raymond Summers doing his best to keep his kids motivated. And they've watched a third... Oh, look, the ball's loose! Scooped up by the D, and they'll have it at the 10-yard line.
Nice.
A score here could be the proverbial dagger on 1st and goal. They'll go with the run. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons! Sammy Hawk His second rushing touchdown of the game. Now the try to add one more. And he puts it through. The lead now 28-16.
That was the nail in the coffin there.
Ready now for the kick. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as he drops to one knee.
I don't like the QB kneel much.
Well, I gotta say, all the Bearcats fans that showed
Unless
up
I've
this
just
game,
dominated
and
the
they're
entire
not nearly
game.
as loud now as they were earlier when they were enjoying a shutout. Oh no, he coughs it up. The D's got it. They're on the move. And it's all the way back for a touchdown.
That was awesome.
Now for the token point after. And they add yet another point, one of many in this matchup. They're up big right now. Following that thrilling fumble return, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. Caught in the end zone. And we won't see a return here as he kneels for the touchback. Opening play of this drive for the Bearcats. And they're playing for pride at this point. Their deficit a considerable one. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Carpenter. And they're unable to hook up on that play. Here comes second down.
I thought I could get to him still.
As we approach the final minute, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll pass it. And he's not able to come down with it. 3rd down on the way. Following the incompletion on 2nd, it's 3rd down.
We gotta step it up.
From the gun, it's Carpenter. Pass is picked off, intercepted by the DB, and that play will seal the deal.
Why do you want me to kneel?
The Dragons take over on offense, and they are very much in control of this game.
Go, let's run.
A pickup of 7 on the play, and now it's 2nd and 3.
I mean, I've been dominating.
The Dragons will run it, and he doesn't come up with much on 2nd down. Josiah Verner on the tackle. Just short of the marker. It's 3rd and inches. He'll try to pick up the first with Hawk.
Go, go, go.
And he's finally tackled after a solid run. They could easily take a knee here, but it looks like they want to run it up. That's definitely not the victory formation. And that will do it. A comeback to remember. So as our EA Sports live stream comes to an end, I'm Kevin Connors, signing off.
I'm going to be watching you. Not just with one eye, with both of my eyes. All right? Keep doing good work, and I'll be in... Hey, Grant Simmons, recruiting analyst over at recruitstowatch.com. Heck of a game out there tonight, son. Hey, you ever think about your future in football? Where you might want to commit to?
Not really. I'm just kind of having fun out there.
Yeah, I see you out there having fun. Well, look here, when you're ready, give me a call, all right? Would love to add you to our site. My man.
I'm having fun. That was a good game. That was a really good quarter. Terrible for them, great for me.
The man of the hour. You're the hottest scoop this year. Got a few moments for an exclusive?
Sorry, maybe some other time, Reg. I got a lot of prep for the playoffs.
Tell you what, if you give me the exclusive, I'll put together your senior highlight reel for recruiting next year.
Wow, you'd really do that?
Heck yeah. Man, I got a lot of tricks to get a lot of eyes on your tape, too. Yeah, I
Got
do that for
Pokemon
all
in
the
the
guys
eye.
that are pretty nice to me, which is the kicker and now you.
Sold. I need as much help as I can get with recruiting. All right. Let's get started.
Wow, great, okay. Let me think. Oh, regarding your last game, what would you say is your biggest strength?
My biggest strength?
Just think of one of them, anything.
I feel like my receivers would say I throw them a pretty good ball. You know, I got this touch pass, puts it right where it needs to be.
All right, well, if you're not gonna play me, I quit.
Well, Reg, I guess there's the exclusive.
Need a word? In my office.
Are you fucking kidding me? Go.
What happened?
Baby.
Excuse me. Now to get through this game, we're only going to play offense.
Throwing to start the drive. Here's QB2. Goes deep with this throw, but they can't make the connection. Attack the secondary to start the series, but they couldn't make the connection. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Looking for a receiver. Gets it across the 25, but really only up to about the 26-yard line. As anyone knows, high schoolers and social media, it can be a recipe for drama. And Clay Rainey stirred up some controversy this week when he predicted a championship win for his Brushhogs.
You didn't hold on to that!
Imagine how well that went over with QB2 and his squad. Spoiler alert, not well. So following a drive that came and went, here's the punt after a 3-and-out. And he sends it flying. Here's Singletary, and he moves the ball forward, but not a lot on this return. Check it back! Check it back!
We're on the 20-yard line. All right, let's go for a run.
They'll start this drive on the ground. Okay, so you're hitting me up on social media wanting to know exactly what Clay Rainey posted, and it was an invitation to his championship party tomorrow evening. Yes, very bold, and you know what? He was pretty quick to delete it too. I'll fight for it, and this is fun, and he's brought down at the 29. A thrilling play that gets the fans on their feet. Halfway through the opening quarter, it's first down. They snap the ball. He'll take a shot at the end zone. It's touchdown, Dragons! Jameson.
I know we're skipping a lot of the game, you guys, but I want to get through it.
In the red zone, looking to throw to start the drive. Here's QB2. The deep pass. And now a flag comes out as that falls incomplete. Here's the decision. So there's the decision, and they'll accept the penalty as we return to the game. The Dragons send out their offense, and they've got to just be thrilled to begin this drive on the plus side of the field. And that's a tremendous run to lead off the drive. From first down to first down. Hawks lined up behind QB2. He'll go deep for the end zone. And that's almost a touchdown. Stopped at the last second by some great timing on D. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Here's QB2. Right side of the field, it's complete. And that's good for a first down.
Domination across the nation.
Inside the red zone, it's QB2. It's caught at the 5. And he's brought down at the 4-yard line. Just short of a first down. Here's 2nd and inches. The Dragons will run it. Makes a tackle, still moving. Now he's stopped after coming up with the first down. 1 yard closer to the end zone now. Going with the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pick. A gain of 1 on the play. And now it's
Okay, I need a good pass here.
QB2 looks downfield. He's got it! Touchdown, Dragons! Here we go! QB2! He's thrown for 3. Throwing to start the drive. Here's QB2. Finds Patton on the snap.
I was on the wrong key.
So the comments keep coming in now on my channel, and yes, I did see Sandy Hawk's reaction to the Clay Rainey party invite. For those who haven't, here's what Hawk said. You can delete the post, but screenshot. He pulls it in! A big-time play that gets a roar from this crowd. Lots of success through the air on this drive. Surveys the field. And that's nearly picked off.
Yeah, I didn't have much choice there. I'm gonna run it. Yeah, they gave me the option, so I'm gonna run it.
Near turnover. Here's 2nd down. Hawk gets the rock. And he's taken down after a nice run. And that puts them a yard short of the goal line. So it's the defense in the spotlight now on this 1st and goal. They'll go with the run, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons! They just continue. The drive begins on the ground with one. There as they're able to bring him down.
I thought he'd be able to get by that guy, but
Clearly, a state championship of this caliber will draw thousands upon thousands of fans, and there's more than a few NFL players among them. Before the game, I saw guys like Patrick Peterson.
yeah, he got caught on that
and
guy,
the
so
Honey Badger, Tyrann
that's pass
Mathieu,
interference.
signing a bunch of autographs. So the verdict's been delivered, and they'll accept the penalty as these teams get ready for the upcoming play. Gathers the snap. He's got it past the marker. First down, Dragons. I spoke of the NFL players in attendance here today. Earl Thomas and Jarvis Landry happen to be watching from the sidelines tonight. And get this, Adrian Peterson showed up at Coach Fettu's request. And he takes it into the end
that was
zone.
awesome. I didn't even touch the controls.
Throwing to start the drive. Here's QB2. Slings it downfield. He comes down with it. So there's the decision.
What?
And no surprises here as they accept the penalty. Hawks lined up in the backfield. Looking to pass on second down. Going
Screw
for
you,
a big
buddy.
Play downfield.
You should have declined the penalty.
One-sided first half. It's the Dragons in control. And when we return, the second half of this historic showdown. And he makes the grab. Now he's taken down. That throw good for 4 yards. Now it's second down. Back to pass. Oh, man, that had INT written all over it.
Yeah, I
But
threw
the
it too low.
drive stays alive. Following the
Oh, look at that. I got a guy
incomplete
going
pass on
deep.
second down. He's back
1,
to pass.
2.
Shows off the arm strength. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons.
This is on Pro, so this is on Pro.
Throwing to start the drive. Here's QB2. Oh, a circus catch by Maddox. A 25-yard gain and a first down and much, much more.
We're going to do some running plays, run out the clock a little bit.
Hand off to Hawk. Great move, avoids the defender. And he'll rack up some yards before he's out of bounds. While I've got a moment here, I'd like to thank my guy Reggie Brown for the well-researched game notes he gave me earlier. Reggie writes for the school newspaper that's covered QB2 since he joined the team. I gotta tell you, that little Sparky has really earned my respect. Might be after my job one day. After a solid pickup on that previous play, it's 2nd and 5. QB2 gives it to Hawk. And struggling to slow him down. And he's finally tackled after a solid run. A 13-yard pickup. Good for another first down. QB2 hands it off to Hawk.
No thanks. You ain't touching me.
They start the drive with Hawk. And he's taken down at the 48-yard line.
The gaps seem to close up fast.
Having nearly moved the chains on first down. Another give to Hawk. Now he's taken down, but not before coming up with a first. Triple zeros on the clock as we reach the end of the third quarter. And after a quick break, we'll return with the final act of this state championship.
And they want us to run
resume
anyways.
Action here in the fourth quarter, a first down play coming up. The Dragons will run it. And he'll barely get a yard on first down. Sterling Joyner on the stop. So I mentioned the game notes Reggie gave me earlier, and here's an interesting fact. Rush Hogs head coach George Thompson once played Coach Fetty in a football game back in college. Now, it wasn't for a championship. championship, but Coach Fettu's Trojans won that non-conference showdown. Amazing how we've come full circle here today. Seeking the first, here's Hawk. Now he's dropped after getting past the marker. While doing some prep for this game, I got a recommendation to check out recruitstowatch.com. And let me tell you, QB2 is well represented with some jaw-dropping highlights. And you got to remember, until earlier this season, he hadn't played a down of football since Pop Warner. Think about that kind of meteoric rise. Just a couple yards away. Here's second down. Running right now, they toss it to Hawk. And he's down at the 25. One last thing on Recruits to Watch. You can go to the archive and watch videos they have on players that are now in the NFL. I highly recommend you search for DeAndre Hopkins and Le'Veon Bell's highlights. I mean, it's like watching someone play Madden. You know, Madden, the video game. Madden. All right,
They're
so
making
following
jokes
the short gain,
about
it's 2nd
Madden.
and 7. Hawk gets
The
handoff.
commentator.
And he'll pick up a few yards on second down. Patrick Cohen's on the tackle.
Can you give me a pass now? Thank you.
Halfway
I haven't
through
passed
the
in a
fourth
while.
quarter,
Feeling a
it'll
little
be 3rd and 4.
cold in the arm.
Shotgun snap. Here's QB2. Just a textbook defensive play there to force the incompletion. Here comes 4th down.
I should have bulleted it.
First field goal attempt for the usually steady kicker.
Poof!
Myers puts it through. And they just continue to light up the scoreboard. Trying to chew up some clock. They give it to Hawk. And he's dropped in the backfield for a loss.
Yeah, we're chewing up the
During
clock.
my
It doesn't
pregame
matter.
interview with Coach Fettu, he expressed all kinds of excitement about this opportunity for his kids, but I detected a tinge of sadness when the conversation turned to the subject of Tommy Matthews. I mean, it's hard not to feel for the young man, the former starter at quarterback, who was sidelined indefinitely due to that heart condition earlier this season. Looking to move the chains, here's Hawk. And he puts together a great run to get across the line, picking up the first. Lined up in the backfield, there's Sammy Hawk. The Dragons will run it. Really not able to get much before he's tackled.
They're not trying to get much.
On the play, so it'll be 2nd and 7. From the back of the eye, Hawk scans the field. Second down, running it. Fights through a tackle.
Check this out. He just slid in.
Should seal the deal. And that will do it. The Dragons are state champions. Signing off now, I'm Kevin Connors as we give way to this euphoric scene.
Right here, this is my favorite part. The spin move you do. Breaking that dude's ankles and the stiff arm, woo! Reminds me of my playing days, Samoan warrior style.
It's too bad you stepped out of bounds. You could have scored a touchdown.
Well, there's no way he could have dodged. Tommy, how the heck have you been?
Hey, Tommy. How you feeling, man?
Good. Got a clean bill of health. I'm ready to get back out there.
Come on in, have a seat.
Move that up
Didn't
there
think
for
you'd
you
be
guys.
back.
Trust me, I tried transferring. Doesn't seem like any other schools want to accept a perceived health risk. But I've got a clearance from my doctor, Coach. I'm ready to play.
You gonna have your job back, bro.
What do you think?
It's only right you take your spot back. I was just keeping it warm for you.
You know, the team seems to be doing just fine with you out there. And seeing that you're kind of thin at receiver, I was thinking that maybe I could help out by lining up outside.
Shoot, yeah. We'll work something out.
Like you said, Coach, you gotta do what's right for the team.
It's the best news I've heard since my Aunt Lokalani's Boar won Best in Show. I'm gonna get the playbook. We're gonna start drawing some stuff up. Woo!
I know I'm not your favorite person in the world right now.
You're not even in my top 7 billion.
That's fair.
I
Just
like
know I
his
did what I did to
jacket.
protect you. Not to try and take everything that you worked for. And I can understand if you're angry with me, but I'm gonna do everything I can to make it right.
I'll tell you how you can make it right. The Midwest Prep Showcase, later this season against the Central Hawks.
What about it?
Well, they're the best team in the country, and it's a nationally televised game. That means every recruiter's gonna see it.
So what do you want from me?
Just want you to let me go out there and do my thing and show the recruiters what I can do. It's my last chance at getting an offer.
Fine. But if it's not working out there, then I gotta get the other guys involved.
Trust me. You won't need to.
I'm warming up. I'm not as cold, so my plane's getting better. You can hear me, right, Sammy? Because I can't tell. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay.
One of the loudest venues in the NFL on
This is a
Sundays
game I could
looks to be
play
no different
hours
on
on end.
Friday night, we've got a packed house for the Midwest Prep Showcase. Soon, two of the best high school football teams in the nation will collide here at Arrowhead Stadium when the Hawks take on the Dragons.
Wait, you're?
Yeah, rapper, producer, entrepreneur, Snoop D-O double G. Please believe it, that's me. But hold up. Ain't you one half of them Heartbreak Boys?
I'm a huge fan of yours.
Nah, man, I'm a fan of yours. Check this out. If the coach and half the stadium knew what I was about to say, they try to run me out of this town, man. But let me tell you this. I've been following y'all's story for quite some time. And I'm pulling for y'all tonight.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
For sure, my brother. Now get out there and go do your thing.
Snoop, you know Tommy Matthews?
Tommy! Hey. Hey, man, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. I'm such a fan, man.
Hey, likewise.
Love your hard work, your dedication, and how you just put the team and put everything on your back, man. That's beautiful, man. It takes a whole lot to do what you did.
Wow, thanks, man.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better get out there and make it count, man. It's a whole lot of schools that's gonna be watching y'all tonight. And I got a feeling I'm gonna see y'all again. Good luck. Ball out.
Will do.
Thanks, Snoop.
For shizzle, Snoop. Yo, we just met Snoop D-O double G.
I know. That was cool.
What? Let's go do this, man. La-di-da-di-da.
Little cheesy.
Well, the crowd is loud and on its feet as Ricky Sutherland gets things started. Fielded in the end zone. Spins free, and he'll be marked out at the 39. So in this matchup of top-ranked quarterbacks, it's QB2 with the chance to strike first on this opening drive.
I need a better
And that's
play
incomplete,
for...
kept away by Brewer.
I threw it
So
wrong.
get this. Earlier today, I was speaking with Hawks coach Kevin Robbins, and in
I need to get it to
typical
Matthews
he did
there.
not hold back about today's matchup. He proclaimed his D would be so good against QB2, they'd end up putting Tommy Matthews back at quarterback. Bold words. Meantime, they pick up the first through the air on second down. Out of the gun, they'll throw. And they
Tommy!
Connection, so it'll be second down. All these kids so thrilled when they found out this year's edition of the showcase would be played at the home of the Kansas City Chiefs, Arrowhead Stadium. This is now a premier event on the high school football calendar. After a minimal pickup, it's third down.
1,
Grabs the
2.
snap. Going long distance for Matthews. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. He used to pass them, now he catches them. Tommy is back. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
We will go ahead and play this whole game. This will be the last game I play tonight. So we're going to go ahead and play the whole game.
After giving up the touchdown, the Hawks are back to receive. Caught in the end zone, and he'll kneel down for the touchback. So for the first time in this showcase, we'll get a good look at quarterback Braxton Knight and this dynamic Hawks offense. Looks to his right, it's complete. Now he's out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Apparently, the kids on the field weren't the only ones thrilled about this game being at Arrowhead. We've got an incredible turnout for one of the most hyped matchups of this season. From the shotgun now, inside handoff. And he'll push his way through the line. A strong run to earn the first.
They're going to run probably to the left. No, to the right.
And we'll call it no gain on the play as it'll be second down. Arrowhead Stadium, one of the best venues in all of football.
This is probably a pass.
Here, the coach, Jonathan Coachman, big-time Chiefs fan. He's a Kansas native. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the house today. And that's almost picked off. The safety nearly made the catch. Following a
This is definitely a
call,
pass.
it's 3rd and 10. Looks to throw out of the shotgun. And he can't make the catch. Too much contact on the play, so it'll be 4th down. So yes, there's an obvious reason why they call this the Midwest Prep Showcase. Every year, it's quite literally a showcase of the nation's top players. But this year is the first time they've ever had the top 2 quarterbacks in the country face off.
Ooh.
I'm speaking, of course, about QB2 and Braxton Knight. With their backs against their own end zone, it's 1st and 10. Scans the field. Gets it to Matthews with some touch. Spins his way into open space. The 40. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown.
They don't dive right in high school.
Another score in his return. It's a legend in the making. Myers is on now for the PAT. And they continue to push ahead, 14-0. You know, I can't help but think back to what Coach Robbins told me before the game, how his defense was going to shut down QB2. Hadn't exactly happened, right? And I'd be very interested in hearing his thoughts right about now. Yeah, I think the special teams coach's head might have exploded if he took that one out. Right choice on the touchback. First play of the drive for the Hawks. And field general Braxton Knight finds himself in an unusual situation. He's not used to being down double digits at any point in his career. You know, a high-profile game like this can generate the interest of some big-time schools. And this stadium is loaded with coaches from powerhouse programs. LSU, Clemson, Oklahoma, you name it, they're here. Monroe brings in his first catch. And he's tackled at the 41. It's a 15-yard gain. Good for a new set of downs. Hands it off to Grove. And no gain on the play there. It's second down. I mentioned a few colleges earlier with recruiters in attendance. My guy Reggie gave me a list with a few more names on it, and you know it's a heavyweight matchup when you've got schools like Oregon, Florida, and Southern California among the fans here today. Oh, boy, and
I ran right past that dude.
He's tackled for a loss.
I didn't expect to get through the linemen so fast. I suck.
Third and long. Working from the gun. Here's Knight. And that drops incomplete. So now they're looking at a fourth down. Gotta share a quick story. All right, so I'm making my way to the press box before the game, and who do I see? But the dog father himself, Snoop Dogg. And he's seeking out QB2. But here's the thing. Snoop is a diehard Hawks fan, which tells you just how magnetic QB2 really is. So the Dragons are lined up now. And, you know, here's my plan if I'm Coach Fetu. Put the ball in the hands of QB2 and let him work his magic on this drive. So for those keeping score, Tommy's got 4 catches tonight. And remember, some doubted he could transition to wide receiver, but he's proving them all wrong. Back to pass on first
1,
down.
2, Q.
Looking deep for Matthews. He makes the grab. Oh, it's a touchdown. Tommy Matthews' 3rd score of the game, and this comeback is now legendary.
Boom.
And they add yet another point, one of many in this matchup. They're up big right now.
Yeah, we're up an almost impossible 3-touchdown lead.
The Dragons are ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as he elects to take a knee. The Hawks send out their offense.
Me playing defense is kind of unfair.
Every minute counts for them to have any shot of making a comeback. Here's Knight. That throw is intercepted. Picked off by the Dragons. And it's all the way home. Touchdown, Dragons. They're looking unstoppable right now. Now to tack on another point. It's up and it's good. So the scoreboard reads 28-0.
I wonder if I could hold them at nothing. That'd be nice.
Following that pick 6 touchdown, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. Caught in the end zone, and he'll take a knee for the touchback.
I've been putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback,
So the Hawks are lined up now, and they really need Braxton Knight to flip a switch and march this offense down the field for points. Knight looks downfield, and he makes the catch. And he stopped at the 27. A gain of 2 on the play, and that makes it 2nd and 8. So time expires on the first quarter of play, and coming up shortly, more elite high school football from the Midwest Prep Showcase. So the second quarter is now underway, and appropriately enough, it's 2nd down. Knight hands it to Grove.
I got through their line, but I was on the outside. I couldn't get to him.
You know, he's a Southern California guy, Long Beach, if I'm not mistaken. And I wonder if he wasn't whispering in QB2's ear about the Trojans, right? I mean, who knows, but I wouldn't be surprised. And he moves the chains, 1st down. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. On 1st down, he'll drop back. Into the flat, it's complete. And they go backwards, losing yardage. Braxton Knight, easily one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, hasn't faced a double-digit deficit since he became a starter last season. When he gets this offense clicking, it is a sight to behold. Picks up a nice chunk of yards before he's brought down.
Well, Braxton ain't doing nothing right now.
And that makes it 3rd and 8. The defense is set up for the pass. 3rd down from the gun. And he can't make the connection. It's incomplete. So let me just take a moment to say here, when you stand next to some of these young men as I have, they look ready size-wise for the next level. I mean, some of these kids are huge. And the kick is away. And Washington will not get a chance to return this one as the ball heads out of bounds. The Dragons take over on offense. It's just been amazing to see. They've yet to finish a drive without putting points on the scoreboard. He's got a man. They're not going to catch him. 20 to go. And he's all
There's the dive I was looking for.
A show-stopping score from beyond midfield. Here's Myers now for the extra point. And he gets it to go. The tally now 35-0. After giving up the touchdown, the Hawks are back to receive. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as he drops to one knee for the touchback. Opening play of this drive for the Hawks. And we'll see if they've come up with anything to prevent this drive from ending with yet another punt. Ball's loose. Now it's picked up going the other way. And it's all the way back for a touchdown. Now they're lined up for the extra point. And he knocks it through. The score now 32-0. Following that thrilling fumble return, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. From a yard or two inside the goal line, he's got it. Really no need to risk it. He's just going to take a knee for a touchback. First play of the drive for the Hawks. Let's see what the future holds on 1st and 10. They start the drive.
Oh, I hit F. I tried hitting D.
They're going to bring him to the ground after just a short pickup.
I want to switch back to the outside guy.
The size of some of these kids. Just take a look at Kelvin Thrash, number 87, the Hawks tight end. He could suit up for a primetime college game tomorrow, no problem, and not get thrown around. And he's tackled at the 42. A 32-yard gain, and that's a first down and then some. Midway through the second quarter, it's first down. Out of the gun, it's Knight. Completes that throw on the crossing route. And he's brought down at the 37. So Coach Fetu, spelled F-E-T-U, for the longest time I was pronouncing it Coach Feta, like feta cheese. So let's just say I'm thankful he's a forgiving guy for as big a guy as he is. That's complete to his tight end. And he doesn't come up with much on second down. Jackson Douglas saw the tackle. All right, so following the short gain, it's third down. From the gun, inside.
Oh, I clipped him.
And that's a sweet run to get the first. His O-line set him up beautifully. Now going back to Coach Fetu, someone who is universally beloved by players old and new, but he's certainly got his quirks. If I gave you a dime for every time he said Samoan warrior style in a film study, I think you'd be a very rich person. We've kind of been waiting for this offense to hit its stride. I certainly know the coaches have. Maybe this is the start of something here on another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Knight. And they're unable to hook up on that play. Here comes second down.
I spooked him.
Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Drops back, and he'll throw it again. Makes the connection this time. Tackled as he pulls in the ball. Not a lot on that reception as it brings up third down. The defense is set up for the pass. Out of the gun on third. This will be caught at the 8. And he comes very close to coming up with a first. But
they're going to go for it, I bet.
Here comes fourth down.
Oh, no, they're going to field goal it.
First field goal attempt for the usually steady kicker. Sutherland's kick is good. And they're finally on the scoreboard. Our score now, 42-3. Here comes the kick. Caught in the end zone. And a nice return gets this upcoming drive started on the right foot.
No, I don't want to run it.
The Dragons send out their offense. And there's Coach Fetu calling out some instructions for QB2 from the sideline. Going long distance. He's got it. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons.
I will check the channel out.
For his growing highlight reel. And the point after attempt is good. So the scoreboard reads 49-3. Needing a score on this drive, here comes the kick. Fielded in the end zone, and this will be a touchback as
One way Reggie. I will check it out. That's who I want to be. Gibson.
They'll play it safe as he drops to one knee, and that'll bring us to the midway point of this matchup. So after a lopsided first half, it's the Dragons in control. And when we return, the second half of the Midwest Prep Showcase. As we get set for the kick, the second half is about to get started. Here's the whistle, and now the kick. Caught in the end zone, and we won't see a return.
I'm probably going to have to put it on All Pro.
Opening play of this drive for the Hawks. And there's Knight
Gibson
making some final preparations as we await the snap. The drive begins on the ground with Grove, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. A gain of 3 on the play.
Starting to hurt again.
So it'll be 2nd and 7.
I don't want to be McIntosh.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Off play action. The ball comes out, scooped up by the D. And it's all the way home. Touchdown, Dragons. They are running away with this game. Myers now to add the extra point.
I need the other team's offense to be better, not really their defense. Their defense is more or less fine. We're in the high school stuff, so it's not going to be great.
Thrilling fumble return. The Dragons are ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, and he'll kneel down for the touchback. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Looking to pass on first down. Sends it to Thrash. taken down as he makes the grab. A good pickup there. 8 yards leading up to second down. They come out in the eye. A.J. Grove at the back. On second down, they'll run it here. Really not able to get much before he's tackled. A pickup of 1 on the play. So it'll be third
Gibson.
and 1. Grove gets another carry, and he'll pick up the first. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it looks like they're going to spot this a few inches short. Wow. Yeah, they do. So 4th down now. With the Hawks lined up to punt and down big, I can't help but think of that stat I highlighted earlier. The one about Braxton Knight and how he hasn't faced a double-digit deficit since the middle of last season. Woof. Talk about jinxing a kid. This has been tough to watch. Here come the Dragons to start the drive. And all eyes are on QB2 as he gets set for this drive. I think every smartphone in the stands is pointed at that young man. And he's down at the 40-yard line. A 20-yard gain and a first down and much, much more. Out of the gun, it's QB2. And that was dangerously close to being intercepted.
Sin is asleep. I'm only going to finish this game. And then
will go to college. Some think Miami, others insist it's Texas. But I can tell you this, I am beyond confident his decision will be he's got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons! Tommy Matthews. And his mom, she's going crazy right now. Her son's having an incredible game. And the kick is
yeah, when Matthews is on the field, I'll give the ball to him. He's great.
Still leading by a comfortable margin. They're lined up for the return. Caught in the end zone. Yeah, I think the special teams coach's head might have exploded if he took that one out. Right choice on the touchdown.
I don't want to beat McIntosh, but fine. That guy on the outside's been getting too much rest.
Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. Monroe gets it over the middle.
I thought it was going to put me on the other guy.
Point of this third quarter. It's first down. From the shotgun now. Inside handoff. Not much there as they're able to bring him down. A gain of 1 on the play. And now it's 2nd and 9. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Back to pass on 2nd down. Drop incomplete. He took the hit as he threw it.
Ankle hurts.
Following the incompletion on 2nd, here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Knight. Holds onto the ball as he takes a shot on that play.
They're just not really getting anywhere.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you hate to see it. Braxton Knight is yelling at his offensive line, and it doesn't look like any kind of motivational speech I've ever seen. Someone better cool him down.
Oh, that's deep.
Throwing to start the drive. Here's QB2. Finds Matthews on the slant. And he's stopped at the 22-yard line. A 21-yard gain. And that's a first down and then some. From the gun, it's QB2. And man, do they get lucky that time. Nearly picked off.
All right, give me.
Going back to signing day, I gotta say, despite the crazy number of people who came out to see QB2 in person here today, there are so many more following him on social media, waiting on any kind of announcement. Truly, the level of interest is like nothing I've ever seen. He's going deep for Matthews. And it's incomplete, so we're looking at 3rd down.
All right, I need.
Following a couple of incomplete passes, it's 3rd and 10. QB2 takes the snap, airing it out for Matthews.
What?
And they're unable to make the connection, so here comes 4th down. And it was only a matter of time, right? Reggie just told me the hashtag QB2 to the U is a thing. Gotta love social media, and let's be honest, you just know Miami's been selling this kid on the incredible tradition they have at the QB position. And it's a positive return, but he never quite found any daylight along the way. Shotgun look. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. Spots his tight end, completes the throw. And he picks up the 1st down.
I guess him yelling at his offensive line helped because.
The rock goes to Grove. And he comes up with a nice game.
Had a moment of not getting in there.
There's the whistle as we end the 3rd quarter. We'll be back shortly with the final stanza of the Midwest Prep Showcase. So it's 2nd down as we resume action here in the 4th quarter. He finds Thrash, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Wanting nothing more than a score, here's 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw from the gun. Sends it to Thrash, and he's taken down at the 40.
That looked like he was closer than.
A gain of 10 on the play, and it'll be 1st down. Shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Sends it to Grove in the flat. And he's out of bounds at the 46. After a minimal pickup, here's 2nd and 8. He'll throw again. And he's not able to come down with it. 3rd down on the way. Looking for another conversion. It's 3rd down. From the gun, looking to throw. Able to connect this time. It's complete. And the play call there successful as they get it across for the 1st.
I'm having trouble getting through his line. I'm tired. The guy I'm playing is tired.
On 1st down, back to pass. Over the middle to Cole. And he's got it past the marker. 1st down. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Back to pass on 1st down. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense takes possession. They closed in on that ball quickly.
I don't want to run.
So the Dragons are lined up now, and they've got a sizable advantage on the scoreboard. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. A pickup of 4 on the play, and now it's 2nd and 6. Hawks lined up behind QB2. 2nd down, running it. And he'll scoot his way forward for a solid gain.
Give me a pass.
Just short of the marker. It's 3rd down. Looking to pass. Matthews is wide open.
I thought I could
Despite some defensive
spin him.
adjustments, Tommy continues to find a way to the ball. You can practically see him rising up the rankings. Looking to eat some clock. Here's the give to Hawk. And he's past midfield to the 48-yard line. A pickup of 5 on the play, and that makes it 2nd and 5.
I'm gonna go this way.
The eye, Hawk scans the field. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Breaks that tackle, and there's daylight. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons! And that should seal the deal.
The deal was sealed as soon as this quarter started.
Cross the tee.
I don't think I could give them the game.
It's up and it's good. Following that costly score, the Hawks are back to receive. And this will be caught deep in the end zone. Really no need to risk it. He's just going to take a knee for a touchback. Less than 2 minutes remaining in this final quarter. It's 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. And they can't make the connection, so it'll be 2nd down.
I would like to get 77.
Playing for nothing but pride at this point. Here's 2nd and 10. Still looking to throw. It's Knight. Dumps it underneath to Grove. Now he's brought down. 6 yards.
Yeah, I would like to get 77.
That'll lead to 3rd down. The defense appears prepared for the pass. On 3rd down, he'll drop back. Not able to throw it away. Gives up the sack. You don't have to be Lombardi to make this call. 4th down at this point. Gotta go for it. Batted into the air and intercepted. And it's all the way home. Touchdown, Dragons. Oh, they are running up the score. Myers is on now for the PAT. And he gets it to go.
77.
Following that pick 6 touchdown, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. Taken at the 10.
Give them a chance to return it
After finding a bit
for
of room
the
off
first
the
game.
field.
First time in the game.
Opening play of this drive for the Hawks. And to be honest, all hope seems lost, but these kids continue to show some heart. Knight takes the snap. Fires the ball, and it's complete. They bring him down. It's 2 yards on the completion there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Lined up in the shotgun. Looking to throw. Here's Knight. Fires right. It's complete. And he's out of bounds past the 35. A pickup of 9 on the play. And that's good for a 1st down. Out of the gun, looking to fire. Quick decision, completes the throw. And he's got the 1st down. Here's Knight to start the series. Finds his man, and that's complete.
Oh.
And he's brought down at the 43.
At least we didn't let them score a touchdown.
And that will do it. The Dragons win the showcase. On behalf of everyone at EA Sports, I'm Kevin Connors, signing off.
All right, guys, that was the last game. We're going to get through this dialogue, and we will call it a day. It is late here. It is 11:15. I need to try and get some sleep tonight.
This question is for both of you. What trait do you think will give you the edge at the next level?
I think my ability to quickly find the open receiver is what really sets me apart.
I mean, it must have been a little easier with me out there, right? I mean, you snap the ball, you throw it to Tommy, rinse and repeat. But seriously, though, the past 2 years have really put things into perspective for me, and thanks to
I'm
this
not going to
guy,
go with Texas this time. I'm going to
just
go
fortunate
with,
enough to
with
have the opportunity to go to
Oklahoma.
college and further my football career.
Well, okay, gang. I think that puts us in a great place to go ahead and find out where these two are going. All right, gents, who wants to go first?
Well, you have the honors. It's the least I could do for all you've done for me.
All right.
I'm going to go to Oklahoma.
Oh, wow, man. Wow. So the decision is made. Tell us, when it came down to it, what led to this choice?
Well, there's been a lot of elite talent that have walked those halls, and I'd love to add my name to that storied list. Plus, the opportunity to play for a legend like Coach Miller is too much of a draw. He's the guy that's had a ton of success with school, and
Let me get this off the screen for you.
I think there's a lot I can learn from him.
All right. All right, Tommy. What you got for us?
Let's see. Who's it gonna be?
Whoa, Tommy, same question.
Well, isn't it obvious? I mean, Batman needs his Robin, and can't break up this dynamic duo. But in this case, I'm Batman and you're Robin. I never said I wouldn't try to win back my own position, did I?
More details rolling in, everybody. On today's crazy news, Coach Miller is stepping down from his illustrious college coaching career, and in his place, the school is promoting hotshot defensive coordinator Red O'Brien. Now, Coach O'Brien has been all the rage for quite some time, sitting at the top of a ton of schools' shortlist for head coaching gigs, but it sure looks like he's just going to stay put and take over the entire program. But what I really want to know is what it's going to mean for everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for a
Ankle
shot,
hurts.
so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
Come on, Coach, give us a shot.
I don't like this guy.
How many of those you guys have? Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
Oh.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB.
Sorry, babe.
It's a defense-first team now. So I don't need your Heartbreak Kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. Understand?
But you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the Heartbreak Kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college and winning a lot more at ease. So I'm gonna rotate you guys. I'm gonna stick with the hot hand until I see what I can get out of one of you. And You'll start the first half. If you do well enough, you'll stay in. If not, we'll see what Tommy's got.
Coach, you can't be serious.
You two are competitors, right? Well, that's how you're gonna have to approach this, as a competition. Now go on, get out of here.
Alright guys, as I said, that was the last game that I'm going to play on stream tonight. Thank you very much for being with me. It has been a pleasure having you all. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I enjoyed playing. My ankle hurts. Don't worry, the game's just starting. I'm exiting now. So we're out. So thank you guys. You're not missing anything. Again, thank you guys very much for being here with me. It's been a pleasure having you all. I hope to see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace out.